What if the key to having more energy isn't getting more rest, but making conscious effort? Today, we explore the fascinating concept of psychological entropy and how to decrease it. I'm Mark Roach. Welcome to Transcendent, my YouTube channel where I share my journey around the world, crossing through the wide spectrum of human experience. This channel is all about inspiring common people to find their power. Today, I'll be continuing from the group meeting held at Birdlip on April 7, 1945, titled The Conception of Entropy in Science and the Conception of Effort in the Work from Dr. Nicoll's Psychological Commentaries. This is part 2 of our exploration of this material. Quote, you know probably that if you do not arrange your thoughts now and then, and make an effort to formulate them, your thoughts pass increasingly into disorder, and this means increased entropy. Since the less arranged and more disordered any state of nature means physically increasing entropy of that state, we can, I think, transfer this idea to the psychological realms and perhaps thereby understand it better. For this reason, I suggest formulation of one's thoughts, which the work so often insists on, and that can be compared with an effort in the direction of decreasing entropy in oneself. On the other hand, never getting anything clear in one's mind, never saying, now what am I up to, or what do I really think, or what does this mean, can be compared with an increase in entropy, that is, increasing disorder in one's psychological or inner world. Now, life and its material basis is very highly organized and shows an order that is not found in ordinary physical systems, that is, in ordinary matter. It is perhaps unnecessary that this should be pointed out because we have all had the same idea when looking at a seed changing into a plant. But this is a real step forward for science, which rarely faces all the facts. Life is characterized then by a very high degree of order, which is handed on by the germplasm or seeds with ordered results, such as plants, trees, human bodies, and this is quite different from unorganized matter such as stones, grass, metals, and so on. Put quite simply, it means that scientists are becoming aware that there is an ordered force at the basis of life which arranges material particles in a definite way and hands on this order from generation to generation, and so is quite distinct from the average rules that apply to non-living matter. Now, regarding the subject from the psychological point of view, I would like to ask you a question. Supposing that you satisfy every desire, supposing that you identify with everything, supposing, in short, that you never work on yourself in any way, do you think your psychological entropy will increase or decrease? You agree with me that it will increase. That is, you will get more and more hard to please and reach in every direction a kind of satiety that will be, so to speak, fed up with everything. This I'm taking as the psychological equivalent of physical entropy, as when a hot and cold kettle reach a common temperature and no further interchange of heat takes place between them. You must all use a little imagination here to catch what I'm trying to say. Of course, we have many psychological sides to us which are satisfied in different ways, and the question really is very complex, but you will agree that taking the instinctive center's starvation decreases entropy, whereas overeating increases it, bringing on a state of satiety. That was from the conception of entropy in science and the conception of effort in the work, part 2 from Dr. Nicoll's Psychological Commentaries. I'm Mark Roach with Transcendent, and I'll see you in the next video.